Morning to you all. As we have got late, it is better to start our presentation rather than pressing the high-ups seated in the dais and everyone is present in the audience. Dear audience, at the outset of my presentation, I want to show you the global economic growth as compared to our country's economic growth. But it's difficult to me to see from here. You can see, in US, they are growing at 1.9%. That is 1.9% is their GDP. Brazil, their GDP growth rate is minus 3.6%. And in Germany, their GDP growth rate is 1.9%. In UK, they are growing at 1.8%. And in Russia, they have the minus growth rate, that is 0.2%. And in Nigeria, they are also minus 1.5%, Saudi Arabia 1.7% plus, and in Australia it is 2.8%. But in our region, India is growing by 7.1%, we are also growing by 7.1%. So you can see from these slides that we are growing at the fastest rate compared to other countries of the globe. Napoleon Bonaparte says strategic location of a country and the regional geopolitics is the influencing factor of a country's foreign policy. And our country is the regional trade hub of this China and India, you must admit with me. And this country is the juncture of the regional connectivity. And Bay of Bengal and the Sea Territory, Chittagong and Mongla ports are our great resources. And we are at the trio of China and India. Let us see some economic indicators of our country, like our GDP size, which was only 6.3 billion in 1972. Now it becomes more than 200 billion US dollar. And size of our budget, our first budget was 8 billion taka only. Now it becomes more than 4,000 billion taka. And foreign remittance was 7.6 billion in 1990. Now it crossed 1,000 billion US dollar. Forex reserve was less than 1 billion US dollar. Now it is about 33 billion US dollar. Our per capita income was 318 in 1972. Now it is 1,300 US dollar. And inflation was less than 10% in 1995 even, which is well managed and reduced to 5% now. Let us see the GDP inflation rate. GDP growth rate and with inflation rate. Our GDP is increasing since 2009 and the inflation rate is reducing for the last 5 years in a row. GDP growth rate is increasing like this dimension, and we can see that we are progressing as well in terms of various social indicators. You must admit that our workforce, and you must know it, that 57% of our population is under the 25 years of age group. And unemployment rate is 4.1, extreme poverty rate is 12.9%, and literacy rate is 72.76%. And lastly, you would be happy to know that we are #1 country in the South Asian region in minimizing the gender gap. Our exports are also increasing And seeing these positive indicators, foreign investors are taking interest in investing in our country. And the foreign investments are also increasing like this manner. And these are the economic backbone, economic stability in our country. And now let us see our capital market. Our capital market, we are the second but one, we are the last but one in terms of market capitalization. And our market capitalization is about 43 billion US dollar, whereas in India it is more than 2,000 billion US dollar. But seeing this huge gap, we can say that we have to go miles. Nevertheless, our market capitalization is increasing for the last few years, and BSE Broad Index also stable. Until this time, we have got 344 companies being listed in our capital market. Maximum companies comes from textile sectors, thereafter insurance, and then the engineering sectors. But major market capitalization comes from bank sectors. And after the debacle of 2010, about 92 companies have been listed in our boards. Most of them are blue chip companies. And this giant or this great job has been done by this current commission led by our Honorable Sir, Professor Dr. Khairul Hossain sir. And they, along with his landed team as well, and they have helped in raising 69 billion taka for the various companies, and which helps industrialization and helps creating the employments at the end of the day, creating the economic, ensuring the economic stability of our country. After debacle 2010, market capitalization has been continuously falling, but after the great effort given by the regulator, in recent years it is bouncing back, but we have to grow further. And you can see here, and you must know that capital market is the main propeller of an economic development, which helps industrialization and contributes a lot to the GDP. Our country's market capitalization is only 21% compared to our GDP. Other way around, we can say that our capital market is 1/5 of our GDP. And in India, it is 70%. In Thailand, it is 93%. And in Malaysia, it is 120%. And in Singapore, their capital market is double of their GDP. So, seeing this gap, we can say that we ought to grow further, bringing new companies in our capital market. And now let us see how capital market can help the entrepreneurs in expanding their business. And you as an entrepreneur can seek finance for project implementation, like infrastructure development, procurement of machineries, and for doing PMRE in your project, for meeting your working capital requirement, and repayment of your loan, and taking over of other projects. And this finance requirement could be met through equity, like public offering, IPO, RPO, rights issue, prep shares, private equity, and for the governments, they can also raise their fund through securitization of their mega projects like Padma Breeze, Jamuna Breeze, or giant power plant projects, etc. And you as entrepreneur, you can take finance through issuing debt like bond, bridge finance, and bank loan from our country as well as cross-border banks. These are the products available in our capital market, and these are the preconditions of enjoying the various types of products. I should leave these blocks for your further study as we have time constraints. So rather, I would suggest you to appoint issue managers, and you can take good guidance from the issue managers. And we just see the IPO and its benefits. As per Public Issue Rules 2015, there are two methods. One is fixed price method, another one is book building method. If your company is eligible to get premium, then you have to come with book building method. And your company, if not eligible to get premium, then you can submit your application outright to the Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission. And then now let us see what are the benefits of being listed. There are huge benefits for both the companies and for the sponsors. And for the company, capital market is the gateway of access to capital. And if your company is listed, then the tax rate would be 10% less. And after listing, if you declare more than 20% dividend, then you will enjoy further 10% tax rebate. And you must admit that capital market is only source of long-term, lifetime financing even. And large volume of financing is possible from the capital market only. And there are multiple fundraising options available in our market. By exercising these options, enjoying these options, you can improve your financial health, maximize your wealth, and at the end of the day, you will find yourself, you can improve your brand. Besides, if you take money from the capital market, you will have no hassle of EMI servicing like bank's loan. And you will enjoy better internal control systems, better corporate governance, and timely disclosure of information will automatically be ensured, and transparency of information will be ensured. As a result, your market share will be gained further. And your company's perception amongst the stakeholders will be positive. At the end of the day, you find yourself globally. Besides the company, as sponsors, you can have some sort of benefits, like you can maximize your wealth easily, and your listed shares are eligible for collateral or security when you go to bank for your further finance. And listed shares are as good as liquid money. And markets are available for your shares, and perception about you amongst the stakeholders and in the society will be positive. And if you do not have any sort of benefit after listing, you can quit easily from your investment. And these are the parties are involved in IPO process. Our principal regulator, Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission, and other regulators are BSE, CSE, Bangladesh Bank, IDRA. And initiators are issuer, issue manager, registered to the issue. Facilitators are auditor, credit rating agencies, corporate governance certifying agencies, valuers. Lastly, other parties are underwriters, bankers to the issue, post-issue managers. These are the glimpses of IPO process flow. You are issuer, then you are to appoint issue manager. They will escort you to the various regulators like DSE, CSE, and to the ultimate regulator BSEC, Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission. Now let us see what they do for us, Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission. BSEC, the benefactor of our capital market. And our beloved capital market is now being well regulated, you must admit, under the visionary financial leadership of our Honorable Sir and its chairman, Professor Dr. Khairul Hussain Sir, along with his team member, who has bestowed their untiring effort in bringing the sanctity and dignity of our regulator and capital market up to this level. And of course, the whole thing has been guided by the Honorable Finance Minister, A.M. Mohit Sir. And by dint of their collective effort, we have got our both the boards demutualized, and we have got a category regulator in the world, in the book of ISO. And we must admit that these achievements are lifetime achievement, and these are the lifetime milestones in our capital market they have given us. And besides, they have strengthened the legal framework in the capital market through issuing so many rules and regulations, issuing so many directives, like few major rules I have cited here for you. From 2012 to 2014, they have issued private placement of debt securities, research and analysis, BSEC rule, service rules. In 2015, they have issued automotive investments rules, DSE listing regulations, public issue rules. In 2016, they have issued exchange traded fund rule, qualified investors offered by small cap companies, financial literacy, and rules in 2017, they have promulgated market maker rule, clearing and settlement rules as well. So seeing this infrastructure in our capital market they have built for us, and seeing the economic stability of our country, we can see what the country's other part feels about us. First of all, you must know this gentleman, the then ambassador of our country, US ambassador. He has said that we are the nexus of the regional trade, inter-regional trade, and he has treated us as the Asian tiger. And another merchant bank, JP Morgan, they have included our country as the frontier 5 countries. And another merchant banks, Goldman Sachs, considered us next 11 countries, next 11 nations, and they have also indicated that few of the countries of next 11 may be the rival of the G7 countries. And UK-based Business Insider, they have uttered so many good words about our country. I can leave you a moment to see the words they have uttered for us. At the Economic Times, they said the foreign investors will put flag in Bangladesh first, thereafter in India. So these are the achievements of our country's economy as well as our capital market. And what is our future holds? Let us see. Our future holds, and we expect further depth of our capital market by bringing diversified products like derivatives in the form of forwards, futures, options, swaps, etc. And lastly, I want to show you global picture as to positioning of our country in the zone of high growth region zone. This study also made by PwC. And at the conclusion, I want to see a dream of achieving per capita income of US $4,800 by 2021 and US $10,500 by 2041. And that's all about my presentation. And thank you very much.